I did another tray last night too.
Hello.
Kind of a
fixing my makeup again. Hello, Envy. Hello, Jones. Hey, Ann. And Wolf Web. Woo! My makeup has taken on a personality of its own tonight. Dolphin Girl. Todd Wolf Web.
I happened to make. Oh, thank you, Christine. That's so sweet. I made this little guy. But I want
Howdy. We're waiting for the raid train to come in. I'm bouncing my leg. Can you tell? I think my phone's a little off center there. So we are waiting for the raid train to come in. We do a wrap up at the end of our trains to talk about what went well, what we could have done better, and just kind of share what we learned from this one. And then we share everything that's going on in the next raid trains. So if you're a resin artist, this will be interesting to you. But if you're not an artist, we won't be selling anything. We will have some giveaways. But we will have just a lot of information about tonight and just kind of celebrating the fact that we have survived another exhibition. And look at what I got. I got some ice. So I got my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cup.
I'll just do it like this.
It's in there now? Okay, perfect. Did I just miss it?
This is the one I did last night at Brooks with a beautiful pink makeup.
I was kind of doing it fast, trying to get everything caught up on the Resonator site so that I could give everything. I did overlook it. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can do it real quick on this one.
Oh, it's time for me to move. I go into a row, right? I do believe I do.
Let's see. Well, I don't think I can get it done in time, but.
That's what I say all the time. Yep. Yippers.
Hello, basement.
Thank you guys for coming. Remember, my shop is always open. And if you have any custom orders, oh, Judy. Okay, I'll send both of you something nice. Okay. But I love doing Chris. Y'all are going to get something good then. Everybody's just.
Okay, I see it now. Okay, perfect. I did overlook it. Let me. I
don't make pencils.
Let me share this.
Oh, the pencil. Yes.
I'm glad she's late, so I can do this real quick.
My pokey tool.
Bear with us, guys. Bear with us. We are just waiting for the raid train.
And then
I'm creating an event really quickly so that I can.
There we go. Yeah, Ben.
Create the event.
So anyway, let's go see Miss Rowe. I know. I will send everybody something fun for your lovely bloops. Okay? Anyway, thank you guys for coming. I love doing these raid trains, and I love acting the fool. But if y'all knew me, really, I'm not really this funny. This is
she is that funny.
Right.
She is that funny.
Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, so let's go see Miss Rowe and give her all kinds of love.
Okay. All right. Ouch.
Okay, so I send them love.
All right, guys, are we ready for this closing? We are ready, 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 ready. My makeup looks so weird without eyeliner. I think that's what's bugging me tonight. Nicole. Aw, babies. I can't wait to see that bigger.
I love you guys.
Okay. Guys, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Woo woo. Ow. All the sounds, all the sounds. Thank you very much. Thank you. Ole, ole. We went from no color to all of the colors because we are celebrating the end of the monochromatic raid train. Yay! I think this one was good. I really enjoyed it. I think getting back to the basics sometimes is just refreshing. Just getting in, thank you. Just getting in and having like no stress of creating like this over the top, amazing, like stupendous, full of fluff and stuff piece. And just getting back to the basics of creating resin. I think that that's kind of refreshing. Sometimes listen, when it's a close run, sometimes I come in with my shirt inside out and backwards, and where's Simplify to tell me when I mess that up? He's not here tonight, but I always screw that up. So thank you. Speaking of costumes, you guys got to come see me in the month of October. That's all I'm gonna say. You've got to bookmark all of October. Oh, okay, cool. Well, we did definitely miss his presence tonight. Simplify is a fantastic mod and the greatest protector of the resonators. So I adore him. And we missed you on the train tonight too, Crafty, but we understand. Sometimes you just got to take a break. So here we go. Let's talk about tonight. Did you guys have fun? Let me see a blue dot in the chat if you had a good time tonight. Can we do a blue dot? Yes, there we go. Blue dot if you had a good time tonight. Oh, blue dots. Let's see them. Let's see them. I mean, you could always put a red one if you didn't. I love Henry. All right. Good. I'm glad. It has been a crazy busy day. It really was. Just so you guys know, the refrigerator guy did also come during the middle of the train. Right. He was actually ringing the doorbell as I got off my show. And they said it's the thermostat. So no new refrigerator for me. It's doing the same thing that it did last time. So they're going to replace it. And it's probably going to ruin another refrigerator full of food before I get a new one. But at least it's going to be fixed sometime. So let's talk about tonight. You know what? This one surprised me. I mean, I knew there was going to be some great stuff, but I think that there was some over the top stuff too that I wasn't expecting, and that was a treat. So let's start with the beginning. First of all, let me apologize to every single one of you for not knowing how the heck the Raid Train app works. I did watch one of the classes. I did take one of like the basic 101 things. I never heard once that it would show up in your own time frame. So I thought if I went in and I put my time in under Central Time, which I'm Eastern, guys, so I'm always screwed up on the times because I'm not in the Eastern time zone either. I'm in Central. So whenever I'm signing up on anything in the Raid Train, or in the Raid Train app that's not ours, I'm going to be thinking, oh my gosh, it's going to show up in Central Time and I'm going to have to do some weird stuff too. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. And so I didn't know how that worked. And I did see last night when I downloaded the train that everything was in Eastern Time. And I was like, oh no, that's not supposed to be in Eastern Time. And is everybody's things off? And they were. Not everybody's, but there were a lot of people who had their times off because I think they went and looked in the sign up, and the sign up shows your own time zone. So, just for future reference, that was a hard lesson learned today, and I panicked. I'm not going to lie. I totally panicked. We're so used to having to make that adjustment. I think it's very cool that the Raid Train app is going to make that adjustment for you. But then don't forget to sign up. Well, I guess when you sign up, it would be under the Central Time zone, but then when you go back and you look, it's going to have your time on it. I'm not 100% sure. Hey, Fox Rocks, welcome in. So you never know. You never know. And there's always going to be a little bit of a learning curve whenever we do something new. And I think this is going to be a really easy way for us to be able to do our raid trains in the future. And so also, you know what's really cool about it is we can actually communicate within the Raid Train app just about our apps, which is kind of nice. Thank you. Which is kind of nice too, because sometimes it drives everybody else crazy when they're getting all the notifications for our trains in the Discord, and so they'll shut off the notifications for the whole Discord and they'll miss stuff. So I did want to do a little Discord 101 for you guys to know that you can actually turn off um, each individual section. Like, say you weren't part of the monochromatic raid train today and you didn't want to get all of the messages from the monochromatic, you can turn off just that one thing. You can you slide it over and silence it, and you don't have to get all of those things. Okay, so let's talk about this raid train today. Okay, so that was a bumpy start. It was a little bit of a bumpy start, but I appreciate all of your grace in getting that started. Yeah. Because I mean, sometimes you don't want to be in, like, let's just say maybe you're not interested in the other craft section, or you're not interested in the other trains, or you're not interested in resin supplies. You can turn those messages off. So if they do get a little bit noisy for you, which sometimes I have to admit they do, they go off all hours of the day and night for me. And sometimes I silence it during a certain amount of time so I can sleep. So you do what you have to do to keep your sanity, because Discord can be very active, especially if you're in a bunch of different Discords like I am. So, okay, here we go. Are you ready? Sometimes notifications are, yes. Yes. You can turn them back off. Yes. Okay, here we go. So we have, okay, Mary and Groovy. I just sent you a message. That should actually be on the 11th. Let me look here. I think I said the 18th. I'm trying to bring up a calendar. It should be on the 11th. I should have asked you if you were free on the 11th. I was trying to listen to the train and okay. If you're free on the 11th for Meet the Resonators, that's the day. Okay, I'll send you messages on that. Awesome. Okay, so let's start. In first thing right off the bat, we had a great opening. We had 30 people, almost 30 people in our opening. Guys, there are so many trains that start out with 5 or 6, maybe 10. It is such a cool thing that we are up into the 20s. Even look, 9:40 at night, we're at 27. I hope you guys realize that that is not something that happens all over. Some of those big trains, yeah, they may have 100 people. They may have like 1,000 people, but on ray trains that are in the handmade community on Whatnot, this is kind of it's a blessing. So just know that you are on a train and you are being seen and you are being heard. And so it's important that you just bring your A game, and know when we first started these, there were like 5 of us. And it was all of us who were riding the train. Okay. So it is really grown, and it is a big deal. We are kind of a big deal. We really are. So I mean, I think the woodworking ones, there's some people who can bring in like 150 people on their part of the train. So not all of I'm not saying that we're better than the other categories. I'm just saying that a lot of the handmaids, because I do go on other raid trains in the handmade community, and they're always a pleasure. And I always meet new people and I always have fun, but we don't always have 30 people in. So just know it's really cool. It's really cool. All right. First one off the bat we had was Inzi. And I always tell you guys, Inzi and Bolt. Now we know Inzi and Bolt. And how cool are they? Let me just pop in. You guys may not have seen this already, but I am kind of blown away. Did you see? She didn't get the chance to show them in the light that she wanted to show them in, but look at these in the dark. Okay. And look at that wand when she was saying this wand glows. Um guys, look at that. Ah. Like, I thought I knew what my favorite thing was until I saw them in all their glory, right? So I want to challenge Inzi and Bolt. I don't know if you're here. My nose is itching. I don't know if you're here, but I want to challenge you. It's 9:40. Do you think they're in bed? Yeah. Okay, there you are. I'm going to challenge you to set your show up in advance and find a way to highlight. If you have a special feature like that, make sure that it is a moment because I can guarantee you, if I had money and I saw that in that light, when you say it glows, great, awesome, we believe you. But when somebody outside of the resin community sees that glow, they're going to be super impressed and blown away. So figure out a way to get that black light on your item during your shows, because that is such an awesome feature that you do that not a lot of the rest of us can do. Like that, is it fracking? Boo. Is it called fracking? I love it and it's impressive. And that's one of the main reasons why you went into resin, right? So let's highlight that and show it off because I guarantee you that's going to get you some sales. So that's my challenge to you and Bolt. And keep up everything else. So I also thought fractal. Okay, I put down my favorite thing about your show was the bowls in the background. And then oh wait, it's hard to choose. I wrote this down, but the wand. I actually felt the magic in the wand. I actually felt that and I loved it. Good night, Crafty. No, that's okay. I'm so glad. We did miss you though. Just know that. You guys are a great addition to our community, and when you're not here, is definitely felt. Okay, so Enzi, great job tonight. As always, loved the wand. Want to own one. I'm not even magic, but I want to own one. One day, life goals. Okay, and then she rated into Groovy. Okay, one of the quotes of the night. You guys know I try to collect some quotes of the night. I love this. I actually stepped out of the room. Oh, of course, my dear. I stepped out of the room and I heard her say, "Okay, guys, hold my hand. We're going to put the lights out." I love that. Like I love that feeling that she creates in the show where she's just 100% herself. And yes, they're awesome. She's 100% herself. Like we literally rated into, she was saying, "I'm a dork." Like that's when we happen to rate in. But you know what? That is also what bonds you to your sellers and you being you and being just unapologetically groovy. I love that. So, what did I said love that and then I forgot to write down what my favorite thing was. Wait a minute. Let me go back to all the colors. I loved Groot on the board, obviously. The purple Groot. Listen, there were a couple of things that you didn't want to sell tonight that I absolutely loved. I absolutely loved, and I think you should have run them. I get it though. I do that toothpick thing. I've done that more times than I care to admit. I'm just heavy handed with that stinking toothpick. So I get that. But there was something, I know the turtle. The turtle was absolutely fire. We just signed in. We're just going over everybody's show. So I really love the turtle, that little cloth turtle. He looks like you can just squeeze him. And when you can create a squishable look in resin, like that's nearly impossible. So I have to say probably the turtle was my favorite tonight. So then you rated into are you guys do we need to get you guys some tissue? The emotional support crochet animal. Like, didn't you think it was crochet? And then she picked it up and it was resin. And I was like, holy cow. Holy cow. To avoid the scratching, I still happen to rub on the bottom of mine every now and then. I'm like, why did I do that? I'm just heavy handed. So that is something. Yeah, I loved it. I agree with you, Ben. It was great. And then we rated into Crayon Eater Bamboo, who I love, Mama Crayon. She's so funny. She's so fun. Obviously, my favorite was the hummingbird, which I lost in the battle, but I totally love what you bought it for. And that means a lot. I do love hummingbirds, and I thought that purple was divine. But to be honest with you, what I love, I need a different toothpick. What I loved about Crayon Eater's show was the color choices that she did. Like for being a new resin artist, those colors were amazing. I loved the copper. I loved the swirling that she got in the green. I loved the hummingbird. I just loved it. So we have to get her more comfortable with bubbles. Like, yes, you don't want bubbles. You don't want them. They're part of your life though, unfortunately. Sometimes you have to come up with creative ways to say there's a bubble. It's okay to point them out, but you come up with a creative way to say, you know what? There's, I call them farts, resin farts. Like I was terrified that somebody was going to actually buy Groot because I'm going to have to redo him. But there was a bubble that hit right here on his hand. So you can't see it. You cannot see that. But what I have is I have plenty of time to either fix or remake Groot. So I showed you guys Groot, and I'm like, okay, if he sells, I'm going to simply repour him and send him out to you guys, right? Because I can definitely recreate this. Not a problem. So sometimes you don't have to point out every bubble. It's okay because you have time to fix some of those bubbles. And sometimes bubbles are just part of the process. And I think Bent said it best that sometimes the bubbles make your art like unique. And they also show that it is handmade. That being said, just because it's handmade, don't not strive for perfection. Like make sure you're finishing your pieces to the best of your ability, especially before they go out. If you need to spend extra time mailing, listen, I do a lot of my finishing work when something goes out in the mail. If it's purchased, I sit there and I look at it and I polish it and I fix my edges. I clean them up. I do a lot of my work whenever I'm doing my yes. That one sold, by the way. My Toy Story sold the double bubble farts. So you never know. Like, and the reason they bought it is because the horse had a fart in it. So you never know when it's going to be like the thing that sells your piece. So just do spend time when you're doing your finishing to fix those little things. Like tonight, I noticed, and it's okay to point it out. Like I noticed on my little golden kitty, right as I was about to go on live, I saw that I missed the back. I missed this tiny little part. So is that going to go out to Bent with this tiny little part still yellow? Heck no. I'm going to paint it again first thing in the morning, and then it will go out as soon as I get him dry. So it's okay to do some finishing afterwards. You don't have to point out everything unless it's a major thing that you know you have to point out. Like if I knew I couldn't repour Groot, and I would say this is an as is Groot because his hand totally is got a giant bubble in it. If it has something that you can't fix and I can't remake this in the time frame that it takes to go out, I would have had to disclose. Okay, look, he's got a bubble right here. I can fix him, and or he's going to look like he's fixed, and also, you know, his arm didn't attach or something. Then you would run it as a piece that says, yeah, a lot of it doesn't show. But if you point it out, like there's a bubble right there. Okay, he's got a bubble across his brain. I can fix that with resin later. But you guys didn't see that until I pointed out that there was a bubble there, did you? Did you even see it? Did you see that he has three eyes in the middle of his head? So it's okay to not point out every imperfection. So that's, I think, something that we want to do, to disclose things to our people. I'm not asking you to lie. I'm just saying if you can fix it, tell them. How many times have I told you guys, I'm going to put another layer of resin over the top of this one. I think this needs to be hit again with the paint. It's okay to be honest with your members. You'll build a trust up with them, because they know, like, you got to finish out and do what you say you're going to do and make sure that that piece is the best it can possibly be before it goes out. But do that in your finishing too. Is what I'm saying makes sense? He is, this is the younger Groot. He does have to go through adolescence, right? All right. So, but I thought Crayon Eater Bamboo did a fantastic job for her first resin. And I did try and swipe. I was like, where am I going to spend? I had like seriously like $5 and some change for shipping. I'm like, where can I spend it tonight? And I did try for the hummingbird. So then we went into everybody's favorite auctioneer. We went into Bent. Um, my favorite item that he showed. Yeah. I'm glad you got it. The favorite item that you showed tonight was the pen that your dad made. And I know it was not for sale, but it was monochromatic and it was resin and it fit the theme so perfectly. Like it was such a perfect piece that represented this train so well. And I love that you told us why it wasn't for sale. Those are the things that make us as artists enjoy your show so much, is because you're honest with us in how you feel about your pieces. So that was endearing to me. And I know it wasn't something that you sold, but it made me happy that you shared it. And I appreciate this. Okay. You did show some things that were not resin tonight. But you also came in and you said, look, guys, I had a catastrophe. I had a catastrophe and I needed to start over today. So I'm going to show you a little bit about who I am. And I think because you did it at the beginning and you did it during your introduction, I think that was appropriate. At the end of your show, when you've just run out of things because you haven't done what you were supposed to do, or you went too fast or whatever, and showing something that wasn't in the theme, to me, that's kind of pushing the theme limit. And it does make everybody kind of angry if you're not sticking to the theme. But you showed up and you said, look, I'm going to show you what I do when I'm not doing resin. And I think that was appropriate because it was during your introduction period. Okay. I think that's fine, guys. I think it was perfect how Inzi said, and this is also what I do back here on the shelves. These are my bowls. She told you who she was when she was selling because I ask you guys to introduce yourself. So take that time if you do something else to say, I also sell clothes, or I also do resell on Wednesdays, or I also sell dinosaur food. I don't know. During your introduction time, that's your time. And I want you to take that 2 minutes to do that. So make sure you're doing a good introduction. We did have way better introductions tonight, and I thought that was cool. So everybody stepped up that time frame of that 2 minutes. Not everybody, but some of you did. Okay, and then he went into, oh, let's see. Then okay, and then I cannot read my writing. Oh, the fights to win. I enjoyed the battles. I enjoyed the battles in your show, Ben. That's what it was. And then favorite quote was, this one's all the chromes. This is all the chromes. He's like, he brought up a piece and he's like, this is all of the chromes. I just thought that was funny. It's not monochromatic, but it's all the chromes. And he didn't run it. If you notice, he did not run it. So I appreciated that too. Okay. So Gypsy Heart was next, and I was sitting there and I was writing stuff. I was like, oh, that's going to be my favorite, and then I scratched it out. I'm like, oh, that's going to be my favorite, and then I scratched it out. She just got better and better and better as she went along. Like her pieces just got so much more intricate as she went along. But I've always loved the tiny little lip balms from her. But the one with the butterfly, I don't think I had seen that one before. So I wrote that one down. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. Then the tiny blue cup came out, and oh my God, I love that tiny blue cup. Is so cute. And then the plant holder came out, and I was like, okay, look, we need to put the lip balm on this rail, but the tiny blue cup on this one, and then the bottom we're gonna just say that's the plant holder. So I really enjoyed all of her pieces tonight. I thought they were perfectly monochromatic. They were all they were just great. The butterfly lid of the lip balm. I love it. I love it. Okay, and then we went into Tiny, and Tiny's always so fun. She's such a vibe. So I have to laugh because I read the bottom of the screen first, and I saw Tiny Bean, and I was thinking it's going to be toe beans. It's going to be the toe beans of a pet, right? And then bam, she literally brought up green beans in a tray. I freaking loved it. I wanted to buy it so bad. It was out of my price range. It was so original. Like, where are you ever going to see green beans in anything? Like, that was so inventive, and I absolutely love that. Tiny, you totally shocked me in that one. And it was creative, and it was actually very pretty. It was very pretty. Like, I could see that being used at a farmer's market on a table holding business cards. Like, that is so perfect for so many different genres that sell like natural foods and stuff, like in a supermarket, like Sprouts or something like that. I thought it was amazing. It was beautifully done. And that was my favorite piece from you tonight. Very original. Good job. Did you think that that was what we were going to love? I love it. And it was from your dad's garden. Like, you took something that meant something to you and you turned it into something beautiful. That's what resin is all about. Oh, okay. Go do what you got to do, my friend. You know, family always comes first. Okay, then we raided into SQ Basement. This was her first raid train with us. In fact, she's not even in the Discord, guys. Not even in the Discord. So we have to get her in the Discord. I need to send her the link. So I appreciate her being there for that. And riding our train for the first time. We're definitely going to make sure that you get the link. I thought you were in there already, but we'll get you the link. But at the end of the show, I will do that. What I loved, one thing that you said, you had a quote that I loved as well. Are you ready? She said, I never thought I was going to be over the moon for something monochromatic. Like for one solid color, she said, I never thought I was going to be over the moon for one solid color. How many of you put a blue dot in the chat? How many of you were shocked that you loved one of your pieces tonight, thinking, I really never thought I was going to fall in love with this piece in this way because it was just one solid color. Blue dot in the chat, right? Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. I mean, I love my dragons. I usually do them in 3 different colors and I did them all in one color. This is the first time I've ever done the trio in one color. So, nope, you hated it. You did go glittery. I saw that. But they were all monochromatic. Yeah, you learned lessons from your pieces. We're going to talk about you in a second, my dear. So what I loved the purple skull from the trio, the see no, hear no, speak no, evil. I loved that purple. That was just such a great color of purple. Like, I know this is weird, but I felt like I could eat that thing like an apple. I know it was purple, but I just wanted to take a bite out of it. It was just so pretty. And it was like so smooth. And it was just such a cool, like, how do I explain that purple? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? You know which piece I'm talking about? It was just so smooth and so like creamy and rich. It was an amazing skull. Perfectly done. There were 3 different ones that you like the succulent. Yeah. You know what? I also really loved the little caterpillar succulent dish. I think that was also Gypsy Heart. That was too cute. But for me, that purple skull had that beautiful color that I think we strive as resin artists to create a solid color like that. It's not easy. It's not easy to get that solid color without having a wave or without having, like, you guys know what I'm talking about, like not having a ripple in it. It was just perfectly solid colored, and that is hard to create. So I don't know if people who don't do resin can understand like and appreciate that solid of a color. So I didn't even know what you used, but if you want to disclose that to us, how you got that color, it was beautiful. Don't have to, but I loved it. Okay, then we went into KED. I love your choice of colors too. They were great. Was it just mica powder? How did you get that solid? Not a single wave. It was great. Stirred it slow and poured it slow. Okay, and it must have been quite a bit of mica powder too, because it was very, very pigmented and very pretty. So good job. I loved all of KED's or Ked. I'm not sure how she says her name. I missed that opening, but I loved all of her choice of colors, and she did. She rocked out every single one of those as monochromatic. It was great. This was her first time. I think she jumped in a train. She's really, really new to our community. So, Christine, okay, cool. Is KED Christine? KED. Maybe it's her initials, KED. So, however she says it, KED. Love everything. Yes, it is. Okay, KED. All right, perfect. So, I loved all your color choices were amazing. But to me tonight, what stole my little heart was the pissed off dragon. The little dragon, he's so angry, but then he was also super pretty. Like even you don't like expect to see a beauty in in a piece of art that's flipping you off, right? But then she turned him around. Like he was cute on the front, but then she turned him around and there was so much color and so much texture, and you could see like the ripples in his scales, and you could see the variations of color. The dragon was spot on for monochromatic. It was beautiful. So that was my favorite piece of the night. And then we went into Kaylin, and Kaylin had great pieces. I know you had such a hectic day. I loved everything as always, but you know what is so weird? My favorite piece of the night, and you guys can disagree with me on this one because I know I'm gonna go totally not where everybody else is going. My favorite piece of the night was the earring sets because I thought they were so pretty. I think they were relevant to today. Sometimes it's hard for us as resin artists to create earrings that are not like a something witchy or something like whimsical or cartoony or pet related or something along those lines that I think just going back to the basics and creating something that's just beautiful and yet colorful and stunning and eye-catching, they were beautiful to me. So they were my favorite things of the night. I know that may sound weird, but I just love those little earrings. Like I just thought they were so pretty. I would wear them. I would wear them. So, but I did love everything that you did. As always, you always blow me away. And then we went into the trio of the greats. Okay, we went into Mary, Leanne, and Tracy. Mary, just everything. I love what you create. It's always just so unexpected. Like you never know what you're going to see when you're in there. And you're like, "Oh, you guys have seen this before." But no, cuz you totally reimagined whatever it was that you were showing. It was very different. Like I absolutely loved everything that you did in silver though. Like you've created a color of silver that is just absolutely stunning. And to see Groot in silver and made him so beautiful. Like he looked like an entity of like a statue or a monument to Groot. Like he dies at the end, right? I'm sorry to spoil the movie for you guys, but he dies at the end, and I feel like the Avengers and they should put up a monument to him. Okay, so I know, sorry. That was the perfect monument and tribute to Groot. It was perfect because he is a superhero that literally lays down his life for his friends. Like he lays down his life for his friends. And so I think it's a perfect tribute to Groot. And I would have never in a million years thought of doing it in silver. He does evolve, he does come back, he does regenerate. He has to go through all the life cycles again, but we don't know that until later on. At the end of the movie, it's pretty sad, but he is my favorite character. He is really one of my absolute favorite characters. They saved a twig, yeah. You have to go and see the movies if you haven't, guys. Those are my favorite. I absolutely love. I'm trying to think of the name of them. I do this every time. Brian, help me out. Simplify, help me out. It's not the Avengers. I can hear the song playing in my head. I've watched them probably 30 times. Even love the Christmas one. Thank you, the Guardians of the Galaxy. They're good, guys. I will say they're good. Okay. And they're funny. So, Mary, I also really loved, and Brian, I don't know why you haven't gone and bought her pencil holder for the skull. I think you missed her show. You must have been snoozing or something. I even tagged you in it. It screams Brian Weasley. It's an amazing piece. I really, really love that. You were going to get it. You were snoozing. I got you. You need to go back in and check that out in one of Mary's shows coming up. So, Mary, as usual, you did an amazing job. So very impressive. And then we went into Leanne, and Leanne always has something that blows my mind. And I love she started out like simple. She's like, "Here's my little wand," and the wand was gorgeous, gorgeous. I love the black and gold, and that definite that monotone of that black with the gold. Absolutely love that. It was such a clean and amazing piece. And if you've never bought one of her, is it yours? Did you buy it? I love that. If you've never bought one of her wands, they come beautifully gift wrapped also. So you're going to love that when you get it. Oh, Oh, nice. That makes you a guardian of the galaxy. It does. It does. I have one too. Yeah, I love it. So she started out like, and then here's some beautiful jewelry. And I love that it's color shifting and changing. I love that she had a plan. She had a plan because she knew that what she had was amazing, but that it wasn't acting the way she wanted it to act. That is the true sign of a the true sign of a good artist is one who can actually instantly figure out, okay, this is not going to do what I want it to do. So I need to have a plan to show what this piece does. And so what did she do? She brought up her phone and she said, this is the piece. This is what it looks like when it's not color changed. But because it's hot in the room right now, this is the color shift. So I love that you got to see the before and the after without her having to do that transition. It just elevated that piece to that next level. So Enzi, that's what I was saying is like, it's just a how am I going to make this feature known to them, and if I can't see it, like it would have been perfect for you also if you don't have that black light in your room to show the picture. That would have done it too. That would have been a perfect thing. So I know you caught that because you sent us the picture. You're like, I wanted you to see these in the right light. You could do that in the future if you don't have that. That was a great technique, Leanne, and it was a great learning point for I think all of us. So thank you for that. True sign of a great professional. My oh my god piece, guys, is it any argument at all? The black rose. I thought that was not, I did not in a million years would I have thought that was resin. Never would have thought that was resin. It was divine. It was gorgeous. Um it was so pretty. And then she's like, "Oh, the butterfly just pops off and like goes and does its own thing." She goes, "Oh, it's just not going to cooperate. It's a magnet. It's a magnet." It's like it was so impressive. Like everything about it was gorgeous, unique, and in the end very surprising because I did not think that it was resin. Um it looked like not like a real flower. What am I trying to say? Like it looked like satin. Am I right? And it was resin. It was just gorgeous. That was definitely a showstopper. And then okay, then we went from Leanne to Tracy. Tracy, like how you're like, oh, this one's not my showstopper, and this one's this, and that's that, and then bam, she's like, oh, and let me bring out my showstopper. I'm like, how is that not your showstopper? Like all of your pieces were like over the top, and then great. I mean, I didn't know how you were going to be able to do a geode in monochromatic colors, but you not only did it once, you did it twice. You did it twice, and then bam. Let me just bring out this dragon in an egg and a geode. Like, what? What? Guys, how is she not at 1K cells? Here's the thing. You guys, please go and bookmark Tracy's shows. She is in the Texas area, so her shows are genuinely late at night, and I think you guys may just be missing her. So please go and bookmark her shows, and let's get her up in her numbers because she should not just still be at 100. She is such a divine creative artist. So let's go give her some support. I think it's that her shows are later in the evening. Midave, welcome in and ow. So Tracy's name is It's All Art, y'all. Yeah, and the dragon is gone. It found a home. Congratulations to Crafty Bliss for that one. So she's just such a great creator and she's very inspirational and she does not gatekeep. If you go into her show and she's creating, she will teach you everything along the way that she's doing. She's a talker. She loves to talk. So she will literally say, and this is what I'm doing now. Go in when she's creating, guys, because you will be so inspired when you leave her show. I'm just telling you. Yeah, you guys will get there. It happens really fast. Yes. I know. Everything was so cute. Like I said, I couldn't believe. And then she's like, oh, and then let me bring out my showstopper. I was like, I think somebody in the chat said, "Oh, now she's showing off." I'm like, "Yeah, right. That's Tracy for you right there." It's all art, y'all. She's amazing. Please go in and see her. Okay, and then Tracy went into Taka, and Taka. I mean, hello. What was my favorite piece? She literally made a basket out of resin, guys. Like, how are you guys not fighting me for that? That was so original. Thank you, Nicole. That was so original. Like, I know that took so much time, and I really appreciate the effort that you put into that piece. I had to have it. I couldn't afford it, but I bought it anyway. You always bring something different and unique, and I love that you are not afraid to try something and then say, "Well, this totally didn't work the way I wanted it to, but I'm showing it to you anyway." That makes you such a real and honest artist, and I really appreciate you for that. It was underpriced. I stole it from you. It's mine now. And I told everybody that when I walk the runway and they don't have it, they're going to be jealous. So it's mine. I really loved it. And I'm excited to have it. Like, I can say I have a basket made of resin. Like, it's super cool. All right. I love it. Right, Courtney? Okay. So, Taga, that was my favorite of the night, but you had great pieces. I loved it. I also love that dragon. I was like, do I get the dragon or do I get the bag? I'm like, I'm going to get the bag. I'm going to get the basket. I'm getting the basket. So then Taka went into Judy, and Judy, wow, like you're a pro at this already. Everything you did was great. I don't know, you probably showed what, 30, 45 pieces in 15 minutes? You had so many. I loved it. Everything was perfectly colored, like I said. She had just had a ton of stuff. I think, of course, the showstopper of the night for everybody was the resonator plaque. I mean, everybody wants that. So I think you're the first to have it, right? Or maybe the only one to have it. So love it. At least it's the first I've seen done, I think. Anyways, it was a showstopper for sure. But then you brought out this beautiful little green lantern. And that thing was so beautiful. I mean, it looked like glass. It was so well colored, created, and then highlighted. Like the way you showed it, you held it up through the light. The light caught it just perfectly. You spun it in that great amount of light. It was divine. That was the showstopper for me. So I love that. And that's a lot. I can't read my own writing. Something about a challenge. That is a lot. That is align dates challenge. I don't know what I wrote there. I have no idea what I wrote. Guys, my phone is on 2%. I'm going to talk as fast as I can. But oh my gosh, it was so, so good. It was so good. Ask her, go into her next show, bookmark her and go in. I'm sure she will show you what she didn't sell tonight, if it's still there. Okay, then we went into Handcrafted by Susan. Always love me some Susan. And I love that she was like, I thought this was going to kill me. And then I realized all of my stuff was monochromatic. Like, no, it's not. You have a lot of very colorful, beautiful things, but that purple vase tonight, that purple, I love that. Plug it in, plug it in. Yeah. So I love the purple of that, the one with the little lid. It's one of my favorites that you do. I think I own one in pink back here. But I love that purple and how you started. And I love that purple girl one in your show. And you're like, that's a girl after my own color. I also like purple, but that one is absolutely gorgeous. And I thought it was just really, really well done. So see, bring them back out. Bring them back out, guys. These challenges do not have to be something that you start from scratch. Bring out something that's on your shelves that fit the challenge. Okay. I challenge you to see if you can do that in Summerween in all the other 5 challenges we have. Okay. Things that I think we could do better. Any other feedback that everybody had to? Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Thanks for being here. And so I do want to say things we could do better. Okay. First thing, I saw some people running under $3. Guys, we're always at $5 in a resonator show. Always, always, always at $5. If you do it by mistake, it's okay, but we have to keep our stuff over $5 because we want people to value our craft. There's nothing that we can create in this genre that is going to be under $5. Even if it's the tiniest little thing, it's okay. It's okay. It happens in every raid train, but we just want to remind everybody, always run things at $5 because your time and your art and your energy and your effort, your cost of your molds, your coloring, your cleanup, your selling, your lighting, all of that stuff goes into it. So it's okay. I know it is difficult. So maybe that's something you show in a regular show, but I know with you, you're having trouble with, and I thought you handled everything just beautifully. I mean, Taka, you do the best you can, right? See, I only do 3 because it's going to go up over 5. Yeah, but you can't start it. You've got to start it at 5. Everything has to start at 5. We have to be consistent across the board because if one does it, then somebody else thinks it's okay. And we want everybody, you will go over because you're dynamic seller. But these guys who are just starting out, we want them to know that their stuff has to go for over $5 in this train because we value them, their time, and we want their pieces to go for 5. I know. You are special, but you have to stick to the rules too, bub. All right. And then there were a ton of people who, that's okay. It's all right. It's all right. We always just bring it up. We probably almost bring it up every train. It's not a big deal. So here's the other thing that bothered me tonight. There were a lot of people who were on during the train hours. During the train, that is really not fair, guys. You want people to be in your show too. So if you go in and you run your listing, you're going to pull your friends away from the train. And we want you to be, I'm not saying you have to be in the train the whole time, but don't compete with the train. That's kind of tough. Okay. So, yes, I agree with the $5 minimum too, very much so. So do your best, guys, to schedule your shows. We do resonator stuff every Tuesday. That doesn't mean you have to be in every raid train. And it doesn't mean you have to be on every Tuesday, but if you are on the train, it's kind of not fair if you say, I want you to be there and be a number in my show, be part of the 20, but then I'm going to do my stuff and I'm going to go into another show and I'm going to start a show and I'm going to take not only my one number out of that, but I'm going to take 5 of my friends with you. So if you do the train, yeah, expect the train to be your only show for that day, or at least during that time. Like maybe you schedule it before, or maybe you schedule it after. After is a great time. Like this one's earlier tonight than it's been. I kind of like that. So what if you did it afterwards um, whenever everybody's hot for resin, right? Everybody's like expecting to see resin stuff. Like Judy, it would be a great time for you to go back on. People want to see your stuff. You can go in and get extra sales tonight on the resonator thing. Like it's a great time to do it after, but during the train, it's tough. It's tough. And there was about 5 people who went on during the train tonight. So that was a lot more than we usually have. So it does have to be mentioned. Okay, my phone is gonna die. If it does, I'll come back. I'll close this one out and do another one and come right back in on the other phone, which is also not charged. This is my problem with staying on a train all day is my phones don't stay charged. Okay, 8:11. Meet the Resonators. We are having Resin Mascara Mary and Groovy. Wait till you guys see the beautiful thumbnail for this one because it's when hippies unite. I love that we have our 2 groovy people, our hippie girls in one show. This is going to be off the chain, so much fun. I'm excited. I would have never done that pairing in my head, but wow, the universe aligned perfectly for those. I can't wait for it. 8:11 is Meet the Resonators. Bookmark my listing because I want to introduce them to you first and tell you who they are, and then I will co-host them in. I'll co-host one in, and then I'll go leave and co-host the other one in, and we will interview them and see what they're up to, and also to learn a little bit more about them and other things they do on the platform. Meet the Resonators is a great show. It is on 8:11 at 7:30 Central Time on my channel, and that's where you can find that show. And then on 8:18, don't forget we have the Lions and Stars Express. This is such a cool raid train, guys. It needs to be filled. It is such a cool and such a vast, amazing amount of things that you can do on this raid train. And don't forget, it will be heavily, heavily attended as well. You're talking 20, 30 people. Also, Lions and Stars has a big following. Like she always has like 20 to 30 people in her shows at night. So this is a great opportunity to get exposed to new resin people who you haven't seen yet, because she does sell something totally different than just resin. So this is a great opportunity to be exposed to other people. And that's her whole thought pattern behind doing this, is to just expose you guys to new business. Okay. And also remember, if you have any questions on that one at all, feel free to talk to me about it. And it's going to be great. And that's on 8/18, and the schedule is up on that. 8/25 is Resin 101. Let me show you this. Let me show you this. I got an advanced copy. I do want you to expose yourselves. No, just kidding. Don't do that. I got me a copy and it's not signed. So I'm going to have to get you to sign a piece of paper and send it to me. But guys, this is the book. Look how beautiful this is. Guys, look at this book. Look at this book. Yes, you want one. And let me tell you what she's doing. In the back of this, there are amazing um, pages back here that will tell you how to go into the creative process. And the one that I really love the most, and I think that everybody would benefit from, is I asked her to do this one. It is, but she told you that on Sunday she's doing signed copies. So you can go in and get a signed copy. You do not have to have the book in order to attend this Resin 101 class. But you do want to have pen and paper because she's going to teach you how to do a project. This is Leanne Phoenix. Leanne Phoenix, who is the Queen of Dragons. We love her so much. And I'm excited that she's teaching the class to you guys. She teaches every Sunday night anyway. She does great pours. And I'm excited that she is going to teach us how to plan a project. Like I said, you don't have to have the book, but I personally could not wait to get it. I mean, here's a resin recipe tracker. Have you ever created something and then you don't know how to do it again? This is taking your notes so that you can yeah, just go into her show. If she's got him, she'll take care of it. Yeah, it's great. So she's going to teach you how to use the book. She is a resonator. She's like famous, and she's one of us. So please go and get the book. I've enjoyed it already so much. It's beautiful. I mean, look at the back. Look at the back. It's just divine. Yeah, it's awesome. So yeah, she's definitely an OG resonator for sure. So I'm excited to have the book. I'm excited for her to teach the class. That is going to be on the 8/25. It might be 8/20. No, it's 8/25. Go in and bookmark me and I will introduce her to you, and then I will throw you into her room. I will toss you gently into her room. I will bump you softly into her room. Okay. So come in and let me have the